Welcome dear students. In this video lecture we are going to learn how to draw the isometric view of a pyramid. The problem is draw the isometric view of a square pyramid of base side 40 mm and axis height 60 mm resting on HP by its base and one of its base edges being parallel to VP. So in this problem the solid is simply standing on the horizontal plane by its base. As usual, first we need to complete the orthographic projections of the solid. Thereafter, we may go for the isometric view drawing. So, in this problem, our object square pyramid is simply standing on the horizontal plane, and the meantime, it's maintaining one of its base edges parallel to VP. Parallel one base edge parallel to VP. So in this way our square pyramid is resting on the horizontal plane. So here we need to start the answer with the drawing of the base view, and that base view square is obtained from the top view only in this resting condition. So I need to start my answer by drawing the square base view from the top view. Let me to complete the orthographic projections of the solid. As per the problem statement, here I am maintaining one base edge being parallel to the vertical plane. So in the base view, I maintained one base edge being parallel to the XY line. It is a pyramid, so it's having the apex point. And total number of corners are 4 base corners and 1 apex point. And now I am projecting the corners towards the front view to complete the lateral view of the solid. The axis height given in the problem for the solid is 60 mm. And here I can mark the O dash, and here A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. Let me to connect the slant edges of the solid. And in this condition we can show the axis also. Yes. For mm base side. So now I just completed the orthographic projections of the solid, the front view and the top view. Now we can go for drawing the isometric view. First we need to draw the isometric axis, simply a horizontal line, mark the origin, and then draw two lines with the 30-degree inclination to the horizontal line in left hand side and right hand side as isometric axis. And now here, in the previous cases, in order to draw the base of the solid in the isometric area, we followed the boxing method. So we need to enclose the base view of the solid inside a four-sided polygon. Thereafter, we drawn the isometric view of the four-sided box in the isometric area, and further we draw the remaining corners of the actual solid. But in this problem, fortunately, the actual base view of the solid is nothing but a four-sided polygon. So once again, we need not to enclose it inside the four-sided polygon. Just as usual, the bottom left corner of the solid, that is in this problem D, can be located in the origin of the isometric axis. See, like that. Here I am marking the edge D, and with the actual measurements AD 40 mm and DC 40 mm, I can draw the edges AD and DC in both in left side and the right side of the isometric axis. Let me to do that. So here I am loading the distances with approximate manner only. With your proper tools, you can use the correct dimensions. Yes. After marking the points A and C, we need to mark the point B by our usual procedure. Make your drafter parallel to the line AD and draw a line from C. The same way, make your drafter parallel to the side CD and then draw a line from A. Now you can locate the corner B here. So after completing the things, we can darken the visible and invisible edges, only visible edges. And now, in order to mark the apex point O, what we need to do here now in this method is, let me to follow a procedure, but the same objective can be obtained by following various simple geometric methods. Now I am showing you a simple method. What it is actually, I am just transferring this O point. I am just transferring this O point towards the edge AD. Towards the edge AD, and I located it here. So now I am going to locate the point O in the same AD edge. In the same AD edge. Approximately, I am marking it in this point here. So just I need to measure this distance. I needed to measure this distance. In this problem, this distance is nothing but 20 mm. So measure this distance, and with the same separation from the point D, I need to mark the apex point O here. So after marking the apex point O in the edge AD, I needed to relocate it into its actual position. See here, in this case, the O's actual location is this point. So artificially we moved it towards the AD edge and replaced it in this way. And when you come to relocate it into its original position, the same way you have to bring it back simply by using the drafter. See, in this from inside to outside, you moved the point O parallel to DC. From inside to outside, you moved the point O parallel to DC. So in the same way, in the isometric view environment also, make your drafter parallel to DC and move the point O towards the inner with the same distance and mark it here. Mark it here in the ground. Now I located the point O in the ground, but actually the point O is not in the ground. It's in the height of 60 mm. It's in the height of 60 mm above the base. So what I need to do now is, I need to move the point O in with the altitude 60 mm. See, the altitude 60 mm, I am moving the point O. So this is nothing but the final position of the point O. Now we needed to join the slant edges, that is OA, OD, and finally OC. That's enough. I need not to join the edge OB with a dark manner, since it is an invisible edge. In this way, I can draw the isometric view of the given pyramid.